I have come to deliver my penultimate message to the world. Through our collaborations together, souls have been stirred, and controversy has been fomented to a degree amongst those who are reading and absorbing these messages. What is important is that individuals are awakening to the truth and affirming the truth in whatever way and means that these messages are allowing them to do so. We cannot truly teach the truth to those individuals who are seeking truth. Rather, we point the way for that individual to find the truth for themselves. We do not demand compliance with the truths that we teach, for each truth is given through instruments such as this, and therefore is subject to the instrument's biases and filters that come within the mind of that individual. Therefore, the channel to bring truth is limited by the capacities of the instrument to bring through the words that are intended and the message that is given. We are grateful for those who are willing to step forward in this way. Because you live in a material world, it requires these ways and means of communication in order to penetrate the thoughts, ideas, and beliefs of the individual. If the communications were in the form of soul to soul, then worlds would not be necessary. These communications would come in feelings, visions, and in that unique and wonderful sense of knowing that comes with an awakened soul. In the revelations that come to the soul, the truths are delivered in a multidimensional way, and given by God through the intermediaries of His angels to that individual. Truth is also given through the Holy Spirit, as the individual seeks the great gift of divine love. God has many ways to communicate with His children. He has provided for the gifts within the individual of mediumship. He has provided the soul with the capacity to understand, and see, and know. He gives His children the great gift of divine love, and all that comes with it. So, the avenues toward truth are many. The individual may choose what avenue they may take, or choose a multitude of avenues, and often do because the search for truth may take that individual through many corridors and avenues, which have the truth within in it, whether that be in a book, spoken by someone, contained in prayer, or within the individual's gifts of reception and knowing. Indeed, every avenue toward truth will find its goal in time. The route may be circuitous, but the results will bring the individual closer to absolute truth. For the individual to know absolute truth, they must have the faculties of the soul to receive and perceive truth in all its glory and dimensions. Because the individual is inspired by some words that are proclaimed to be the truth, does not mean that individual has discovered truth in all its dimensions. It merely means that a two-dimensional force of truth has been delivered to the mind of the individual. In the process of absorbing this truth, it must sink deep into the soul, for the true understanding and assimilation of truth must happen. Unfortunately, in your world, truth and error live hand in hand. Any individual source of truth, whether that be a book, teaching, or preaching of spiritual truth, will no doubt have a mixture of error and truth within it. There is little on your earthly plane that restricts the sharing of error with truth, for each has free will, and each may speak as they wish to speak and say what they wish to say. It is for the listener to discern between what is truth and what is not. It can be a very arduous process given that most individuals are upon a path of natural love purification and development, thereby utilizing their minds and intellects to discern truth. This is a circuitous route, for the mind may absorb and be excited by many fragments of information that are not necessarily reflections of the truth, or can be a dim reflection of truth. Yet, each individual who begins the journey toward truth has fulfilled part of their purpose of being upon the earthly plane, for as one develops, grows, and formulates their own being, their own personalities, their own gifts and capacities, there comes a natural curiosity in wondering of the reason and purpose for life. They muse and consider the possibilities and may read and search out opinions and ideas as to what the purpose is. As they walk through the world with a desire for truth, so through the law of attraction, they draw to them the channels and opportunities to learn of truth. Upon that path, truths are gained and discarded. Higher truths may be given and understood as the individual progresses and grows in their discernment and their understanding of what they believe is truthful and valid within their particular life. In this search, depending upon their desires and the light within them, and the efforts that they make to grow in light, so bright spirits and, in some cases, angels of the celestial kingdom, will accompany them upon that journey. So they are influenced and assisted in their journey toward truth. As they read passages from a book, so the angels or bright spirits may bring focus on certain sentences and ideas, helping that individual to put together a dialogue of truth that they may utilize and apply to their lives. Every one of you has embarked upon this journey. Few who are inspired to read the books which I have helped to facilitate do so out of idle curiosity. For them to cross that threshold of the belief that I am able to speak through this instrument and deliver various sermons on truth, are well along their way to discovering their understanding and opening their knowledge of the truth. It is understandable that some will read these books, which clearly state that I am the author, and disbelieve that this can be so, for the biases that have been imprinted upon many in your world concerning Christian belief, and my own being has ensured that I am distant and that I am part of the Godhead. Therefore, I have no interest in the affairs of individual human beings, nor would I have the capacity to make a close rapport with one such as this instrument. Oh, how wrong are those who harbor these biases and beliefs! Not because they can prove this to themselves or that they have come to some realization that is from deep within their soul, but merely because someone has told them, or a book has told them that the truth of the matter is that I am part of the Godhead. How unfortunate that they have come to believe this, though they have done so often with innocence and a desire to believe the truth, and know the truth. When a group of individuals of like minds come together, they form a great bond. They share psychically mentally certain attitudes and ideas, thereby creating unity amongst them. With this unity comes a sense of belonging and a sense of being loved to a degree. They have found their place amongst their brethren. Who can blame them when they absorb certain beliefs and ideas from their brethren and reflect this back to them? It is a powerful draw and a powerful law that keeps individuals locked into certain beliefs and ideas because of these dynamics and interactions. Even among you who are followers of the truth of divine love, you have many ideas and differences of ideas amongst you. Your biases dictate this. Your ideas as to how to formulate a cohesive group are varied indeed. At times, you disagree with one another and you distance yourself from one another because of these disagreements. Remember that these reactions come from your minds, and they are also subject to dark forces, who are all too eager to separate each of you from one another, so that you cannot coalesce into a powerful group that brings its powerful influence into the world. Yes, many factors determine the success of such a gathering of like-minded souls to support one another, and also to support the dissemination of this truth into the world. Each of you has your own biases and approaches, for you are unique souls. So this is a fact. Yet, when it comes to communication soul to soul, these biases of the mind are irrelevant. They can certainly block the way of clear communication, yet indeed, the soul who recognizes another soul that is burning and bright with divine love will feel drawn and feel love for that individual. The challenge is in the disagreements of the mind resulting from deep biases, deep fears, and those ideas and paradigms of thought that have been imprinted within the individual. As you grow in divine love, as you continue to awaken in this love, so the faculties of the soul are awakened, and the deeper perceptions and insights of the soul come to the fore. These things are powerful, given an opportunity to enter into the consciousness of the individual. In this way, attitudes are changed, and biases, errors and all that is not of love dissolve into all that which is of love. In this way, a powerful coalescing of bright souls filled with God's love can be functional, powerful, and beautiful instruments in the world. We encourage this. We continue in our work to help break down the barriers between you, to help influence greater light, acceptance, and love, for how else can you demonstrate the truth than to do so with those who are readily open to what you have to say and give and be? There are always those in the world who know and have received a great deal of divine love in their souls, but also are powerful in their biases and mental machinations. These barriers are hard to break down in order to open the way toward devotion. I would ask you not to concern yourself overly with those individuals who are highly resistant. It would be best to spend your energies and intentions toward those who desire to be with you, and to connect with you, and for those who are new to this path, teaching, uplifting, and encouraging those individuals, for they are in deep need of your ministrations as God's instruments in the world. There are many more who will come to know these truths in some way and through some avenue of discovery. It is for you to help enliven and support these avenues to bring the truth of the divine love into the world. Each will be guided upon this path of service, of bringing in the unique ways that you have in your abilities to teach and to demonstrate the truth in order to reach those individuals who are receptive. Just because another uses different ways, means and avenues to teach the truth of divine love, does not mean that they are in error. It merely means that their way and unique qualities of insight and expression are different from yours. Yet, in this, they have the unique capacity to reach out to another who is receptive to these ways. In fellowship, your purpose is to support one another in love, to not impose your biases and ideas on another, but to give willingly, wholeheartedly in love and support, to the individual who is finding their own way and their own expression of the truth of divine love. Is this not wondrous to see, the great variety, the great and wondrous ways that humanity, in their creativity, is able to reach out to many through the gifts that they carry and share? It is only those who are insecure in their own beliefs and expressions who are fearful and judgmental of another in their particular expressions of truth. If you are secure in the understanding of truth and you have come to know the truth through all the ways and means that God has made available to you, then are you not happy to have had these experiences and to have absorbed the truth that was given? Rather than be concerned about another person's journey, there is always much to be known and discovered in the way of truth. We do not know all the truth. Yet, the journey for many of us has been long and filled with many experiences and understandings of truth. We come to you with great compassion, patience and desire to help you upon your road toward truth. We come to enact the law, where those of a higher understanding and light must come to help those who are not so far along, but who desire to reach higher for the truth and all that God has to give to them. In this desire, we come. In our coming, we fulfill the law. In fulfilling the law, we know great joy and fulfillment within ourselves. For every time you are in harmony with one of God's laws, then you reap great benefits. You are blessed deeply because you have chosen that which is of God, and that which is of God always brings to the individual upliftment, joy, fulfillment, and truth. For those who are seeking the highest of all gifts, the divine love, there is greater love felt, greater upliftment given, a deeper truth that flows into their souls. In this, they feel great joy and expansion because God has touched them deeply, and God is bringing to them and demonstrating to them the truth of His universe and His existence. In these simple matters that are personal and profound, often, it is difficult to explain to another, to speak of these truths given, to share the bounty of God's blessings in such a way that another may come to know these things and be inspired by them. Yet, with all the support and upliftment from your angel friends and others, is it not possible to share with another soul the wonderment of the blessings of God awakening you to truth and joy and love? You are all on this journey, my beloved friends, but at different places. Some are just stepping upon the path, somewhat hesitant, curious, and in need of great support and loving ministrations. Others have come further upon the path and have proven to themselves that this is indeed the truth, their minds acquiescing to what the soul already knows. There are those further along this path who have had deep experiences, for some have traveled some distance on the path and have gained wisdom, discernment, and deep love for God. Yet, God desires that you all coalesce together as a family, a group of like-minded individuals who may support one another, who may indeed bring their wisdom, their experience, their joy, and their love into the mix of those gathered and those connected in this lattice of light, thereby strengthening this lattice and uplifting their brothers and sisters. Truth comes with harmony. Harmony comes with the light. Light comes from God. As you continue to seek out God, so you seek out light and truth. The cleansing of the individual's soul and mind may indeed bring its rewards of light. But when that is fused with a deep desire to be with God, then light flows readily and powerfully into the individual. They will come to know themselves, their true selves, those aspects which I have spoken of, which need development, awakening, and purification. This may be done by receiving God's love, or by the journey of cleansing the soul and mind with the natural love principles. I come to encourage those on the earthly plane to seek out the great gift of God's love, for this transformative blessing will not only cleanse the individual of those things that are not in harmony with God's laws, but also bring that individual to a place that will bring eventual at-one-ment with God. The soul is transformed, thereby opening the faculties and aspects of the soul, so that they may come to understand the truth in this full and rich way that is of the soul. In this way of soul perception and understanding, the individual is empowered so that they may express their gifts powerfully and beautifully in the world. They may carry such wisdom, love, and compassion that they may reach out to many other souls, and in this reaching out, be a channel of love for their brothers and sisters. Those who follow the road of divine love are compelled to reach out to others, for the soul is generous, and loving, and open, and desires to connect and be with their brothers and sisters, soul to soul. It is difficult to live a solitary life and be on this path that often encourages one to be in the world as a channel of love and light. You are given many opportunities to do so, for God guides you, shows you with each day what the possibilities are, the opening doors that may be presented to you so that you may reach out to many others. This is love in action. The expression of love must go out to all in the world. That love unencumbered by reticence, judgment, and fear, is a beautiful light, a light that can heal and comfort many. I carried that light in the world, and many responded and many took up the truth that I taught. Is this not your destiny as well-beloved souls, those who are willing to step forward, often contradicting the norms of your earthly life, disengaging from those aspects of the human condition that are not in harmony with God's laws? Yes, you may live a life that is filled with experiences and where your needs are met and you are not deprived of a good life. Yet, It is for you to discern and choose that which is in harmony with God's laws of creation and that which is not. Often, those who begin this journey do so with one foot upon the earthly plane, living a life that is very material indeed, and the other foot upon the divine love path, where they are being blessed and filled with God's touch. There must come a time as one continues in this way that there is a separation, where both feet are upon the divine path and the individual is in greater alignment with God, His laws, and His will, where love abounds within, bringing great joy, perceptions, discernment, wisdom. These things must come to each individual as they walk this path, for as with any journey in life, there comes a time of choice and decision. You cannot assume that God will carry you indefinitely without some effort from you. There is an initial outpouring of love that is often bestowed upon the individual, a truly joyful time where the individual has angels close and feels uplifted and separated from the pains and agonies of a life lived without God's love. Yet this too must end, for God does not wish to make you weak and dependent. God wishes to make you strong in the truth, and to act accordingly. You cannot fool yourself, my friends. You know within you whether you are truly living within the laws of God. You feel this. You feel this within your soul. You feel the grace coming upon you as you live and breathe with each moment. This is a sure sign that you are in harmony with God and in harmony with His laws. Indeed, because of the intransigence of the earthly life, there are times when great efforts do not bring the fulfillment and upliftment that you have come to know and are accustomed to. There are always reasons for this, and those reasons are many. But you must come to accept that God cannot ensure that you are completely immune from the human condition, if within your soul is a measure of light and divine love, but not adequate enough to ensure this for all the days of your life. I am not suggesting that this is impossible, but indeed the amount of effort needed to create such a condition within you is great. I encourage you to make that effort, beloved souls, for who wishes to suffer, who wishes to be embroiled in darkness and influenced by darkness, but rather be in the light, joy, and grace of God? Many of you make this choice every day, for the challenge lays before you. You are given ample opportunity to choose light, but at times, you do not, for you fall back within your human selves, that place embedded within the mind so full of errors and fears and judgments, all matter of things and thoughts that are not in harmony with God. You must be strong, and walk in the light of God. Choose the truth of God. Be the expression of God's truth within you, glowing, guiding, and empowering you as His instruments. The time has come when you are needed. The time fast approaches when you will be strong in light, and choose to be God's instruments in powerful and wondrous ways. This will be given to those who are strong, and those who are dedicated, and those who are faithful, those who love God. It comes to you in waves of light. It is God's hand reaching out, seeking your embrace, your acceptance, your openness, so that God may indeed transform you with His love, awaken you with His love, and bring you into greater harmony with His love. It all comes to those who seek the truth. So, they will find the truth. In finding, may they live the truth and enact the truth with every breath, expressing the truth with every encounter, every moment of life. May you be blessed, beloved souls, with the great gift of God's love. May you find your way upon the path divine, being freed from all that which is not of light, truth, and love. God bless you, beloveds. I am your brother and friend, Jesus. I come to you in love. I come to you in light and truth. I come to you because I love you dearly. I wish for light, harmony, and love to be a vital part of your world. God bless you. May God bless all of you.